Hey friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Because without you guys, this would literally be nothing. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys because we always have a great time. And I got to tell you, I don't know how you guys felt about it, but the live streaming last night I thought was great with having PJ, and hats off to you, PJ, for calling in and having conversation and stuff. It was just like I had one of you guys there in the man cave with me. And if you guys like that, we'll probably make that a weekly thing where we have one of you guys who calls in and just has a conversation about football, gets your thoughts and things like that off your chest, and give us your opinions. Now, I would just open up the Skype line for call-ins, but because we have so many trolls out there, I can't really do that because I'm afraid that I'm going to pop up one of these on here and all of a sudden we got a dick pic. So, you know, the trolls are kind of ruining it for everybody else, but I think that'll be something that'll be fun to do. You know, it's Saturday, it's a 3-day weekend. Unfortunately, it's week number 2 with no football. But of course, there's always the talk of football and the speculation of what might happen and so on. Excuse me, I still have this cold I'm trying to get rid of. But what I find interesting, since Ed Warder reported that the Cowboys are probably going to cut Tony Romo, all of a sudden, everything from the Star has gone dark. I mean, completely dark. You haven't heard an interview with anybody. You haven't heard Jerry Jones talking about anybody. You know, last time we heard from Jerry was he wanted a war daddy. So, when things get quiet in Dallas, I don't have a spider sense. Maybe I've got a Jobu sense, and maybe we need to come up with a term for that. But something's in the works. Something's going to go on. Something big's going to happen in the next few days because they get that bunker mentality and all of a sudden, boom, something happens. And I'm beginning to feel that or get that sensation right now. I still believe that they're setting stuff up to make a big move in free agency. Now, I may be completely wrong, but that's just my gut feeling of what I think is going to happen. I think the team feels like we were so close. We had an offense that was a Super Bowl caliber offense. The defense played well, but they just didn't have enough oomph. And I know Jerry Jones, when he starts smelling that, he's going to move heaven and earth to make a change. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I think that they're going to make a big move in free agency. Now, I know a lot of you guys say, oh, no, let's just draft a guy and we'll be fine. Yeah, well, we've spent high draft picks the last couple of years with DeMarcus Lawrence and Randy Gregory trying to get that guy. We ended up using a number 1 pick to get Byron Jones, who is playing well. But the problem is we could draft a cornerback, like some of you guys say, and that'll help. It'll help in that position, but what about the other guys? A pass rusher, a guy who gets to the quarterback, helps out everybody else in that defense. And I don't think we can get that at 28. And the other thing it'll do is if we know we have to get a pass rusher, it may be there's a run on pass rushers. It may be a guy we want and somebody else knows we want him, and they move in ahead of us and take him. And when you have to do something out of need, as opposed to taking the best available, that's when you get screwed. It's desperation. We get that piece, a pass rusher. All of a sudden, when we get that 28th pick, there's going to be some good players, some really impactful players that are there. They may not be a pass rusher. Maybe it's a cornerback. Maybe it's a wide receiver. Maybe it's a tight end. A guy who's going to be able to help you long term that isn't a reach. So we take the best man available. And that's why I believe you open up the wallet. You go get a guy that's consistent that will make the defensive line better. And unlike Greg Hardy, a guy who's a solid citizen. But then again, you know, what do I know? I don't work for the Dallas Cowboys. I don't work for ESPN or NFL Network. I'm just Joe the fan like you guys with a day job and a voodoo doll. So as always, friends, thank you for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. And we are constantly looking to improve this channel. So any suggestions from you guys, ideas, or things that you would like to see, please let me know. And I'll do the best I can to answer the questions or implement it into the show. Because like I always say, it's not about me, it's not about Jobu, it's about all of us together. Have a great day, and any news on the Dallas Cowboys, I'll be bringing you my opinion.